Amazon is the largest online retailer in the entire world. That being said, it's an amazing website to buy a gaming PC from. However, there are so many options that if you don't have enough PC knowledge, you may end up getting the wrong PC, which, trust me, it's going to be a headache. So, if you're looking for a new gaming PC for Christmas from Amazon that fits your budget and needs, and most importantly, it's going to perform amazingly well for gaming, then you click the right video. I'll show you specific Prebuilt PC recommendations from Amazon for all budgets and all monitor resolutions: 1080p, 1440p and 4K. The links to these Amazon PCs will be down below in the video description with the latest prices and availability in your region. By the way, by the time of filming, every PC arrives before Christmas. My name is Valentino. That being said, let's start. With the first PC, we had one from iBuyPower in the scale orange. That's the name of the gaming PC, and this one is going to be ideal for around $1,000. So if you have that budget and you want to play any type of game smoothly, this is going to be perfect. The reason why this one is amazing when it comes to gaming is because you get the AMD Ryzen 5 7600 processor alongside the Nvidia RTX 4060 Ti graphics card. With this system, you can expect over 90 FPS on average when it comes to high demanding titles on high to ultra settings at 1080p, and then you can also play at 1440p resolution, 60 plus FPS on average with no issues. And if you want to play very high demanding games at 1440p high to ultra settings, I do recommend you turning on DLSS quality, which is the upscaler from Nvidia. That way you will be getting a very smooth level of gaming performance even in the most high demanding games at 1440p resolution. When it comes to esports games like Fortnite or Valorant, you can expect over 240 plus FPS on average at 1080p competitive settings. So if you want, you can easily fit a 240Hz 1080p monitor or a 165Hz 1440p one. On top of that, you get a 1TB SSD, which is plenty of storage for most people, and 16 gigs of DDR5 memory. Overall, for $1,000, this is an amazing value because you can use it for both 1080p and 1440p resolution. Now, if you want to play at 1440p but you want higher frame rates, so you want even better gaming performance, 1440p or even 4K resolution, I recommend you getting the next one, which is, in my opinion, the best value 1440p gaming system in the entire market, not only from Amazon. This one is the Skytech Chronos, and it comes with the RTX 4070 Super. The RTX 4070 Super is a graphics card from Nvidia, which is specifically designed for 1440p resolution, and you can expect well over 100 FPS on average when it comes to high to ultra settings in high demanding games. Then if you want to play esports games, as I mentioned before, Fortnite or Valorant, or maybe you want to play a game like CS2, then you can expect higher frame rates, and here you get an i5 14400F processor, which is going to be quite important in those high CPU demanding titles. That being said, you can expect well over 240 plus FPS on average in most esports games competitive settings at 1440p resolution. So feel free to go with a 240Hz 1440p monitor if you want to, and then if you want to play at 1080p with this computer, you can expect well over 140 FPS when it comes to high demanding games, high to ultra settings. So this is an insane number, and in my opinion, this PC is going to be an overkill for 1080p, but of course you can use it if you want higher frame rates. And then you can expect around 60 plus FPS when it comes to 4K, but I do recommend you turning on DLSS once again when you are playing at 4K resolution for you to achieve a smoother level of gaming performance at the highest resolution. By the way, here you get 32 gigs of RAM, which is going to be amazing for streaming. So if you want to do streaming or content creation on the side, this PC is going to be perfect for that as well. And the price by the time of filming is going to be about $1,300, which in my opinion is a very fair price for a gaming PC that performs this well at 1440p. Then if you have more money to spend, I recommend you getting the next system on the list, which is the Reaper 3.0. Now, I've been recommending this PC for a long time now because you get the same 4070 Super, but you get a faster processor in the Ryzen 7 7700X. Now, if you're a beginner to PCs, all of these names might be confusing, but don't worry about it because I want to explain it as simple as possible. This Ryzen 7 processor is going to be faster faster for gaming compared to the i5 from the last PC, so you can expect around 300 plus FPS on average in esports games, which usually require more of your CPU than other games. And since you get this Ryzen 7 processor, you get a more upgradable system over time because you are using a newer platform. So if down the line you want to change the processor yourself, you have faster options than if you go with the last system with the Intel Core i5 CPU. On top of that, with this system you get 32 gigs of RAM, but this time DDR5 memory, so it's going to be faster memory, and you get 2 terabytes of SSD, which is plenty of storage to install more games. The total price for this system is $1,600, so it's quite more expensive than the last one, but if you have a higher budget and you want a more complete system overall, I do think that this one is going to be an amazing purchase and it makes sense compared to the last one. However, if you want the best price to performance one and you are not really looking to spend anything over $1,500, then the last one is going to be a much better option for you. And then if you want to max out the level of gaming performance that you can achieve at 1440p, or you want higher performance at 4K, but you do not want to spend anything over 2000 USD, then the Lenovo Legion Pro is going to be the best PC that you can get. The reason why is because you get the RTX 4070 Ti Super, which is the fastest graphics card I've mentioned so far, and here you can expect well over 120 plus FPS on average when it comes to 1440p high to ultra settings in the most high demanding titles out there, and you can expect well over 70 plus FPS when it comes to 4K, or even higher if you turn on the DLSS. So once again, if you want one of the best value 4K resolution gaming PCs out there, or if you want a more future-proof 1440p gaming system, this one is going to be perfect for you. Here you also get 2 terabytes of SSD, so plenty of storage, and here you get 64 gigs of RAM, which is going to be an insane number for content creation, multitasking. So for gaming, there's no difference between 32 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs, but if you are doing other tasks that are memory hungry, then having 64 gigs of RAM is going to be a lifesaver. But again, just keep in mind that most people do not need anything more than 32 gigs. The total price for this system is 2000 USD, and it's the only system I found with the RTX 4070 Ti Super that arrives before Christmas, but keep in mind that this PC only has 4 left in stock by the time of filming, so if the deal is going to be different, I will update you guys with a different PC down in the video description. And last but not least, if you have a bit of extra money to spend and you want to play at 4K Ultra and you want to achieve higher frame rates, I recommend you getting the AVS Ravi gaming system. This one has the RTX 4080 Super, which is one of the fastest gaming graphics cards in the entire market for 4K, and of course you can use this graphics card for 1440p as well if you want very high frame rates, or if you want the most future-proof 1440p system out there. This PC also has the best price when it comes to a 4080 Super gaming PC for around 2100 USD, which is quite expensive, but trust me, it is the cheapest I've ever seen with the 4080 Super. Here you also get 32 gigs of RAM, which is going to be ideal for streaming and content creation, and you get a Ryzen 7 7700X processor, so you can play any game that you want at 4K resolution high to ultra settings, 80 plus FPS, and if you want to play esports games, you can expect 240 plus FPS on average when it comes to 4K competitive settings in most esports shooters. Now, if you have more than 2100 USD to spend, I do recommend you waiting until the RTX 5080 and 5090 come out in January or February 2025. However, if you do not want to wait another month, I will leave bonus PCs that are more expensive down in the video description, but if you are willing to wait, just keep in mind that pre-built PCs with the 5080 or 5090 are going to cost at least 2500 USD. That's why if you have around $2100 to spend, I do recommend you buying right now, but if you have more than that, then I do recommend you waiting a little bit. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.